What does it do?
So the way I like to explain it is that it's basically your best salesperson. Take 50 of your best salespeople and it's better than all 50 of them put together. It doesn't sleep, doesn't need coffee breaks. All it does is nurture your customers that come to your website, capture those leads, and turn them into customers. That's really the gist of what we do. And a lot of people think about like chatbots. It's like the pretty normal term that people have heard over the last, 20 years. But it's not a chatbot because a chatbot doesn't learn. It doesn't really know how to give personal conversations like more human like. It can't learn from your customer conversations. It doesn't know how to sell. Something I noticed pretty recently is, you ever go to a flea market and the guy who you're buying something from eyes you up and decides on what to sell you that widget for versus the other guy who's dressed nicely? So he changes the price. It's $20 for you, $5. An AI can, it can do that, right? It can figure out based on your conversation what it is you're looking for and how much you're willing to spend on it. Chatbots can't do that. So that's really where we are. We're in a capturing lead system and nurturing prospects and turning them into customers.
And, we've had times at my agency over the years with and without salespeople. I've always been here doing sales for our company, but sometimes we have support, sometimes we don't. And when we don't, it's that lag, right? It's where a lead comes in. Frankly, even when we've had sales guys in the past that have sometimes been slower to respond, that's the issue, right? A human.
You're not capturing information. You're just leaving all that money on the table. So if you shift over to what looks like a human being ready to talk to you, ready to have a conversation, and it's continually leading you towards a sale. That is the key thing to remember here. An AI agent is there to drive you towards a sale. You're not going to get that on a website that's missing an AI agent. You're going to get crickets and you're going to lose. Let's say you get 1,000 visitors a day on your website. If you have an AI agent, you might capture 50% of them as customers. Without that, you might get 1 to 5% as a customer if they decide to call you, so it's a big difference if you think about it.
And I think about, the way I shop, right? Especially for big ticket, if you're getting a service or a big ticket item, I'll go around, I might submit a form. I don't want to call anybody yet. I'm just kind of thinking, but if I've got a way to interact and get questions answered immediately, it stands out, right? Still in today's world, that is different. And I don't want to call anybody. I don't want to be on the phone yet.
The AI can actually recommend to you and answer your questions in detail because it has the knowledge of that kitchen design.